I'm Kiera and I'm joined with Niamh. And for those who don't know who I am, I'm a Special Olympics Great Britain athlete. I compete in cycling and swimming. But most recently, I've been appointed to the board of Special Olympics Great Britain. And Niamh is one of the members of Special Olympics Great Britain staff. So that's how we know each other. Thank you so much for joining our second Strong Minds live session, which is fantastic to see you on. But just a bit of a reminder of what Strong Minds is. Strong Minds is a Special Olympics initiative, and it helps everyone understand their emotions and different ways to be able to handle stress. But today we're going to be focusing on breathing, as it's a really important tool to have, because what happens is if when you get stressed, you use short breaths, which means you pant quite a lot. And then what happens is your body isn't getting enough oxygen. And then what happens is your brain sends a signal to your body, which means you're going to end up panicking, and you don't want to do that. You want to be really in control. So let's start. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up nice and straight. Our feet are on the floor. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like to take one nice deep breath. So in through the nose and out through the mouth, which is fantastic. So we're going to do that again. So breathe in and breathe out. So when we're doing our breathing today, we need to really focus on trying to have long breaths. And one way that you can do is if you place your hands on your tummy. When we're doing this, we want to see if our stomachs will get bigger as well as our lungs and our chest. Let's try it again. And you should be able to feel that when you're breathing in, your stomach should breathe out. And then when you breathe in out, it should come back in. And the reason we can use our hands is so then you can see it yourself and you can feel as well. Because sometimes if you can't see it, another way of finding that out is by feeling. That's quite important. And then also it helps you send enough oxygen through your body, and then your brain, it feels very calm. That's why I wanted to show you this way of doing it. So please could you show the slide of the 4 square breathing? Perfect. So now we're going to do the 4 square breathing, where you breathe in through your nose. You're going to hold for 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Breathe out. Really deep breathing. Again, we need to sit nice and straight. We're going to breathe in. We'll do this again through the nose. So breathe in. We're going to hold for 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and breathe out. And when you're breathing out deeply, you should really be able to hear your breath as well, which is another great indicator and aid to kind of help you with your breathing. You should be able to feel, see, and hear that breath coming out. But the reason we want to stay in control is because it helps you when you're maybe seeing some anxiety in yourself, or if you're getting angry or upset or frightened. And also as well, it's not easy not seeing your friends during lockdown. I know that can give a lot of athletes some stress. This is one way of doing that. But also when you're training as well, it's important, because when I do my cycling uphill, I do a lot of panting, a lot of shallow breathing, and that's not great. You want to really use all your energy, which is your stomach and your chest and your lungs, because they all work together as a team. So another way that we can do this is if you have a windmill, because I know some family members might have one, or if you have a scarf, really light. But what do you have, Niamh, that we could do for our next activity?
I don't have a windmill or I don't have a scarf, but I have a tissue. So
yeah, that's
I'm going to use that.
fantastic. So, so we bring this out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to breathe nice and deep again, like we did before. So breathe in through the nose, and then watch what happens. So you see, when you use that really strong breath and controlled, it moves the tissue. So we'll try that again. Breathe in and breathe out. And I'll just show you an example of what your windmill could look like if you have one. So again, breathe in and breathe out. So sometimes if you have a windmill, make it move. Now, I know not everybody has a windmill at home, but also as well, it is important to make sure you have some water. So I'm going to have a drink now because that can help calm your body. Because it can be quite thirsty work when you're trying to control your breathing, because I find it hard because I'm asthmatic as well, which doesn't help. But these are just some techniques that you can use. Also, we've got last week's techniques about using the stress ball and using a pair of socks, and now you've got these tools as well. And it'd be great if you could send some photos through, or maybe a video of you doing it if you feel comfortable. But next week, we're going to be focusing on positive thoughts, which is going to be a really exciting activity. Hopefully, we'll see you on this week's session. I'll see you there. Thanks, Niamh.